channel. This is Jenny Jackson once more from the beautiful, amazing country in Costa Rica, which right now is windy. So if you hear weird noises in the background, it's just wind. But that's not going to prevent me from create this next video, because I'm really excited to share this video with you. Since we have been talking about this video series or this topic, that is the pinpoints that will prevent you or will not allow you to move forward with your goals, your dreams, your desires. And this is the right timing, because many people don't want to talk about it, ignore it completely, and they think that by ignoring this, it's gonna go away like that. But in fact, it's the contrary. So this video series is going to help you identify how to focus on your goals and dreams, but be aware that you have these pinpoints, these emotions that are going to be there with you on a daily basis and a minute basis, because they are already inside our mind, already within our paradigms. And it's not that easy to completely get them out, but we can work around them so that we can start living the life we would love living. And that is exactly the reason why I'm making these videos, because I know that this is the right timing. This is the right timing for you to start aiming for those goals, those dreams, those desires, and make 2022 the best year ever. Okay, so now that I've mentioned this, let's dive right in. Remember, in the first two videos, I talked about procrastination, and then we talked about fears. So this third video is going to be specifically about worries. Okay, so after doing a quick research and trying to find out, my curiosity came up and I wanted to know what people have to say, or what the main platforms have to say about worries. What is the definition? And looking through all of them, one caught my attention, which said that worries allow one's mind to dwell on difficulty or troubles. And that's quite interesting, because the truth is that it goes deeper than that, to the point that we can't move forward and we feel stuck. So, because once we set up our goals and dreams, which by now I think you already have, and if you haven't, you still have some days or a few days to do it, but I would recommend that you start, because time is flying, okay? So it's time to start doing it. And if you already done it, well, congratulations. We get to pump up our feelings and get excited, and we finally define our path in life. And then we hit the journey and we start experiencing bumps in the road. And trust me, they're gonna come. And they will come eventually, sometimes even more prominent and frequently than you would imagine. So here is where our paradigms are going to start screaming at you, doubting yourself, while others are going to say, leave it alone, it wasn't for you. Then the road starts to get steep, and finally you decide to quit. Yep. Others might set up a few goals, write them down, review them every single day. But then life kicks in. Things start piling up. bills, responsibilities, last-minute events, and can't bear it anymore, and bury their goals, finding all type of excuses that's going to fit in the scenario or in the case. But despite having your goals set up, you will always have worries, because we are used to creating scenarios in our minds that will never come forth, never. Such as the what ifs, what if this, what if that, wasting our imagination by focusing on those harmful possibilities. Worries can get deep down into our soul, affecting your perception, your health, poisoning your mindset, and eventually diminishing your potential as a co-creator. Because as humans, we were put on this earth to create, expand, not only physically, but mentally, living our lives beyond our expectations. The worst part is that you waste precious time and energy focusing on the problem when you worry or you start worrying for something. For instance, I don't have any money. I am not good at this. The restrictions are affecting my business. I can't pay my bills. My bank account is empty. My work sucks. And what if I fail? Well, I try to do all these things with my goals and dreams and blah, blah, blah. These are just a few things or examples. Because when it comes to worries, we can go on for years down that rabbit hole, which is not the purpose of this video, not at all. But then how can I not focus on those things that I am living with every single day, Jenny? It doesn't make any sense. Instead of focusing on those adverse events that will attract more of it if you keep focusing on them, which is part of the law of attraction, there are many ways to tackle these worries or these mindsets or these emotions that we are living through worries. And in this video, we're going to talk only about two, for time purposes, of course. And the first one, or the first way, would be to start monitoring your thoughts very closely. And when you notice those worries getting stronger and making you hesitant, cut them off right away by changing that thought or that worry to something positive, something more productive, something that will increase you. Let's put an example. I can't do this. It's too complicated. Or I am too old for this. Or no one takes me seriously, never will. Or I only know how to do this, etc. Instead, you can say to yourself, I can do it. I have the power within to guide me. You might not have the solution right in front of you, but it's coming. Because 97% or 99% of the worries are completely negative. And that's a fact. Now, the second way, which goes hand to hand with the first, because you're going to say, okay, I should be saying things, positive things to myself, but how can I reach to the goal, or how can I reach to the result? And here is where the second one comes in place, which is going to complement your first. Because the first one was to cut off that old paradigm, that negativity, that I can't do this, who are you, blah, blah, blah. And the second one is going to reinforce and seal the deal. So what do I mean with this? It's a little more structured, but is what all the great achievers have been doing. And you can start incorporating it right now, okay? We need to start using our solution-oriented mindset by asking different questions that will trigger other answers, generating different results. And let me repeat it. You need to start asking different questions that will trigger other answers, generating a different result. You can't obtain new results using the same old. Okay, many people have tried, it's not work, and it's not going to work. You have to change that paradigm. Let's use an example. You want to go on vacation, but you don't have any money to do so. So you focus, or the focus that you would use would be, I don't have any money to go to Hawaii this year. I don't have money to go to Hawaii. Instead, ask, how can I earn $2,000 while being in Hawaii for a week? See the difference? Instead of using a closed negative paradigm saying, I don't have any money to go to Hawaii, open up yourself by asking a different type of question. How can I earn $2,000 while being in Hawaii for a week? That question will generate different answers and results. Another one, how can I earn an additional $5,000 to pay my mortgage? Or what do I need to do to increase my sales this month? These are some of the questions that we can start asking ourselves instead of worrying specifically, oh, I'm not selling anything, or I don't have money to pay my mortgage, I don't have any money in the bank account, and I don't. Instead of going down that rabbit hole that will bring more negativity, frustration, anger, you change it and use a solution-oriented question. Because then when you ask that question, what do I need to do to increase my sales next month or this month? You're going to start thinking about those solutions. Now, put that question out there, or those questions. You can ask more than one. And not only put it out there, but write it down. And write down every single answer that comes to mind, even if they might sound ridiculous, insane at first. Let your imagination work on your behalf. Then you start the elimination process and stay with the ones that resonate with you by using your intuition, which is the best guide you can ever have. In further videos, we're going to talk specifically about intuition. But for now, I just want to put it out there. universe gives us signs every single day. But our minds are so clouded with those what if scenarios or failure thoughts that we can't even see them, and they might be right in front of us. There are so many books out there, including the Bible, where people ask for a sign because they need guidance to move forward, and they get it. Ask and you shall receive. Remember that. Ask and you shall receive. You need to start asking the universe for signs. You need to start asking these type of questions so that you can start getting those signs, those responses. Become a solution-oriented instead of focusing on, I don't have this, or I can't do that, or I'm not good enough for this. Because remember, you're not alone. Even if it looks and feels like you're not alone, the universe is there to help you. And it's going to put people, resources, signs for you to get it. But you need to put yourself in that receptive mode. And the way to do that is by switching your mindset from these worries and problems, and switching it to a more solution-oriented, more, what can I do with what I have, from where I am, basically. So, in the beginning, of course, it will take some time. I'm not going to say tomorrow you're going to be, oh no. It's going to take some time. There's a learning curve. You might not see or get anything. However, you can master this technique and use it for everything in time. Not only financial, not only mental, you can use it for every single thing, doubt, issue in your life. The benefits, you will see your life change drastically, including your mindset, which is the ultimate goal. Because unfortunately, that is what worries do. They focus on the negatives, the what ifs, that will never happen. Never. I talk for personal experience, and I used to be one of those people. Didn't sleep at night because I thought about all the different scenarios. Next morning, something completely different happened, and I was like, so why was I worrying so much about this or about that when in fact nothing happened? Something completely different. Does that ring any bell for you? So think about this. When you start worrying, when you start focusing on, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do the other. Because definitely, if you follow those 2 steps, you can start seeing huge changes in your life. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. I don't want to make it longer because I want to respect your time. But one thing I'm going to say, watch this video over and over again. Because every time you watch it, it's going to change something, and it's going to trigger something in your mind. And start doing this. Start changing those worries. Start becoming a solution-oriented person. And not only your life is going to change, but everyone's every person around you, your environment is going to change. But first, you need to start implementing and getting rid or focusing on other solution-oriented instead of worries. This is going to help you start focusing on those goals, on those dreams, on those solutions that are going to change your life, and start living the life you want to live. Because the purpose of this is for you to start living your life in this 2022. And if you have any questions, anything, you know how to reach out. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this video. Not only comment about this video, I want you to hit the like button, share this with someone that might need a word like this to keep moving forward, to start aiming for those goals and dreams within 2022. But for now, this is Jenny Jackson, who we're talking to you from Costa Rica. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. For now, see you in the next video, because the next video is really interesting. I know you're gonna love it. So this was Jenny Jackson. Thank you.